thanks for joining in. You joined me for a 2.5 hour delay start to the Power MaXed Racing Megane Trophy Round 8 live from Laguna Seca. We're going to be commentating over the replay today just because I got stuck on a day out. I say stuck, it was a really good day out. I just ended up overstaying my welcome a little bit. So I've not seen this yet, don't know the results. I've been in the group chat just now to tell people that I'm live, so I'm just waiting for people to start coming in. And yeah, we'll just get the channel, we'll just get things sent out on Next Gen. 1 minute, Next Gen Racing. I've got one person here. Thank you for joining in. Live for a comment of the PMR Megane Trophy. Yeah, I'd much prefer to do these things live, but unfortunately today just wasn't possible. Alright, so that's that done. Excellent. Right, so as you can probably see by your screen, today the racing will happen over at Laguna Seca Raceway, now branded WeatherTech Laguna Seca. So originally built in 1957 in California. Cost back then of 1.5 million US dollars. Let's get this playing. So it's quite an old circuit. The name Laguna Seca is pretty much a literal translation of dry lake in Spanish, or dry lagoon, I think is the exact area. Let's get this done. So the racers today are going to have to navigate 3.6 kilometers of prime American tarmac. They'll also have to tackle 55 meters of elevation change. Pretty much all happens in one corner. Anyone that knows this track will know the corner I'm on about. Which one about turn 8, aka corkscrew. It's pretty much, I think it's a free. I think I read a stat. It's the same height as a 3-story house. So if you look out your window now and look down, it's higher than that. Unless you live in a very high block of flats. But Fry, I hope you're very drunk. To anyone that is watching this live or otherwise, it's NGR Bert Fry's birthday today. He's 12 years old, so wish him happy birthday in the comments. So I'm going to get the first preview in just a second of who qualified where, and then we'll know basically what's happening. I don't have the luxury of keyboard controls or anything like that tonight, I'm afraid, so we'll just have to wing that. You didn't finish the race. Oh, don't spoil it for me. We're going to give you some abuse on stream for that. Let me guess, you had one too many shandies and you couldn't do it. I'm going to guess that's the case, mate. Hope you're having a good birthday though anyway. All jokes aside. So here we go then. What's our lineup going to be? So that looks like Heracram. Yeah, Heracram on pole. Apex put it at second. Waste did a good job in third. In fact, we'll pause it and we'll just quickly flick through the grid and just see who got what. So the results of qualifying. We just flick to the front. So Heracram has now joined the league. As you see there on pole, he's driving the Joyce Design car, so he's on pole. Next to him is Apex Predator. We believe he's fixed his pedal issue now. It was a snap spring. I've seen a picture of it. So on your, I think it was your brake pedal, the spring had physically snapped. So no wonder he had problems last week. But he'll be looking to redeem himself today. In P3, Wace in the number 2010 Tools car, a good qualifying from Wace. He's typically qualified. What I meant to say is he's typically not had the qualifying his racing's lived up to. So it's good to see him in third. Hopefully he can get a result today. We've got Jano in the Adrian Flux 13 car. A good qualifying for Jano. His racing was marred with an incident last time around, so again he'll be looking to set the record straight. We've got Swoggy98, who's doing well in the championship in the Garage Floor Tile Company. He had a great race last time out, hoping to repeat his fortunes. Frederick G in the Rotax 99 car, is it? Yeah. He's one of our Club 100 racers, so hopefully he can put on a good show. Pav 46 in the 46 fast car, 7th for Pav. Probably a disappointing qualifying for him, I will be honest. James Tyrwell in the Amshire 64 car, he lines on the grid 8th today. P-Gib 92, steel seal head gaskets 28, he's on 9th today. Anthony Hunt in the Mastervolt 120, he would be in the comments, but I know he's streaming at the minute, so he may watch this back later, so he's in 10th. Got Bert Fry, the birthday boy, in the Sales I-77 car, down in 11th. Not a great qualifying for him, obviously on the source. JPX99, 12th. Power Max number 16 car, he's in. We've just got 12 drivers today, so let's see what happens. Just get let's get that on. I'm not 12, I'm 21. I just got the numbers the wrong way around, mate. So a good start for everyone then. Doesn't look like anyone specifically got bogged down too much, but Apex Predator's already looking to make moves on Heracom down into T1. Does Jano try and follow him through? Heracom bravely defends that on the outside. That's a great defensive move by Heracom, because that is now the inside for the next turn. Weiss has lost a position to Jano. We've got a car off. Who was that? I think that was James Tyrwell. I think it was James Tyrwell. Yeah, it was. He's down in 11th now. I'm going to put JPH and Anthony Hunt up a spot. Pav 46 stays the same. Most of these guys pretty much where they were. Weiss has had an awful start to this one though. Down into what is now to be 6th place as they head towards the corkscrew for the first time of asking. It's very easy to run wide on the outer apex there and just get your car a little bit mucky. So everyone down to the corkscrew for the first time. Looks like everyone's making it quite nicely. Weiss yet again just seems to be struggling with grip today. Just can't seem to get the back end stable on that Megane. He does like to dance about. You have to be very gentle on the brakes for these things. Not much change at the front. Heracom still leading away. Apex Predator nice and close to him. Jano in tow. Because of Weiss's misfortunes, that places a little bit of a gap to Frederick. Jano, how you doing? How you doing? Swoggy 5th now for him, so he'll be looking to get himself up there, because a little bit wide. No, he doesn't actually, he does the cut back quite nicely. JPH, great start from JPH. He's took Pav now, he's up into 6th place. A swig of my alcoholic beverage. Pav 46 still in 7th for him. Obviously JPH has got past him. Weiss will be looking to make a move as well. Anthony Hunt going for a move on Weiss. Does he hang it round the outside? No, thinks somewhat more sensible of it. I had a race with Hunty last night, 2 hours at Le Mans in LMP1 cars. It was brutal. So I'm surprised he's wanted to get back behind the wheel tonight. Birthday boy going for a move on Hunty. Doesn't make it happen at the corkscrew. Pav 46 taking liberties with track limits. I think he might get a little bit of a cheeky penalty for that. He's chasing down JPH99. JPH's got a little bit of a gap developing to Swoggy now. Swoggy and Frederick having their own little private battle up ahead. And the top 3 are well and truly making a bolt for Jano, Apex Predator and Heracom. Just look behind Heracom's car. He's vastly losing a lot of the cars behind. The first fast lap pace on him at 1:23.2, but the current fastest lap is a 1:23.1 held by Apex Predator. So he's taking advantage of the slipstream given off by the Joyce Design 48's car ahead. Heracom's on to think defensively here. Apex Predator is looking to make a move. Just manages to hold him. Let's just jump on board of Apex Predator for a second, just on his roof cam. As the drivers approach the corkscrew for the third time of asking, you'll see just what a challenge this corner actually is. The major issue with these cars is the weight balance transfer. So all your weights now slide into the front of the car. The car then goes light and it all goes to the back again. So you've just got to be kind of careful about the way you put the throttle down. These Meganes are, I think they're FR, so you've got a lot of weight over the front axle and all the power's trying to get through the very light rear one. So I've got to be very gingerly on the throttle, even though the group 4s have a lot of grip. Alright, so that's your top couple. Frederick G and Swargy still 4th and 5th, path 46 up to 6th. Now something's happened to JPH. I'll not go back and check because I'll probably be quite thankful I'm not looking. Birthday Boy up to 8th. We already know what happens to him in the end. JPH all the way down to 11th. He's having an awful lot of it. Jesus, 7 seconds slower than he should be there. PGib 92 not having a good day at the races at all. But his looks like opening lap incident that he's recovering from. James Tyrell, speaking of recoveries, he's starting to mount his recovery drive after that lap 1 incident. So he's currently leading away to Wace. Wace who's having a bit of a shocker, I'm afraid. He'll be looking for the remaining, I can't see my timer, the remaining 15 minutes of this race to go a little bit more favourably for him. Saying that he goes, well, I don't find, to be fair, it just looks like he hasn't had practice. Meanwhile, Birthday Boy and Hunty still battling on these guys. He's going to the corkscrew yet again, just jump on board with Hunty. See how close Bert Forrest's car gets. Yeah, those two chugging on quite nicely. Path 46 has got a bit of work to do for us to catch up with these guys up here. Looks like Jano's getting dropped a little bit by the top two, but he's still lapping in the 23s, so he's doing well. But it still holds the fastest lap of the race. But Hiraquam now just looks to be settling into a little bit of a rhythm. Now he hasn't got Apex Predator literally breathing down his neck. He could probably settle into this race now at his own pace and just lead from the front like he did last time out. But Apex Predator is not going to give that position up easily. Anything else really going on? Not too much. Drunk Burnfly is managing to navigate the course quite well at the minute. All the way down in 10th. It's unfortunate for Wace because they know what he's capable of, but he just does that thing that I warned people about at the start of the race. So you just dip a wheel on the sand at the edge. There's no forgiveness in that sand, it will spit you out. And he well to recover that. There's some damage on Wace's car in the rear quarter panel on the left hand side there, as you can see, so he's been involved in a tangle somewhere. Oh, there's an off, Birthday Boy, what's happened, mate? We've got to go back and have a look at this. So this is our new helmet cam. He just follows Hunty off. And just unfortunately there, doesn't manage to recover it as well. But carries on for the time being. That promotes everyone else up a place. JP's now back in the top 10. Anything else going on now? The thing with Laguna Seca, when I saw it on the calendar, this was kind of my fear. It can get a little bit boring. Because it's not the greatest of race tracks in there. You can't really race that much around it. Despite being adequately wide, it's very tough to run side by side for a lot of these corners, just due to the nature of the corkscrew especially. If you go side by side through the corkscrew, you deserve a medal. Here it comes, just pops himself into the 22s with a 22.9 with no slipstream. So yeah, what I said about him getting in a rhythm is well and truly working out. That's what he's doing right now. He's beginning to pull a little bit of a gap to Apex Predator, and that's a sentence I've not ushered up until last week. Back into the 23s for Hiraquam. 23.0 for Apex Predator. 23.4 for Jolino, 23.8 for Swargy. So these guys still locking in the good times. 23.4 for Frederick, so he's doing well. Apart from a 23.8. Then we start the 24s with James Tywells and 24-4, 24-8 for Hunty as we see Waste make a lovely move up the inside at turn 1. So lovely overtake by Waste there to get the move on Hunty for 8th place. Swoggy, F2, binned it there. Don't know if you, yeah, that was Burntfly, mate, birthday boy. Mr. Can't handle his beer. That's who binned it. See P. Gibbs taking him now. There you go, off-roading. So you must have known I went to Whitby today just before I got slammed. So the birthday boy back on helmet cam. JPH filling up his mirrors. He's not driving like he smashed off his bonds, he's still keeping it quite smooth, but that's apparently what was happening. JPH went for the send there into the corkscrew. Let's just jump on board with JPH's car on his helmet cam. Yeah, Burntfly looks to have got on the brakes a little bit early. JPH did the right thing diving down the inside. I just don't think Burntfly saw him. And just did turn into him a little bit there, Burntfly. Although that was blatantly a small mistake. Meanwhile, at the top, here we come. Leading 08, Apex Predator is still with him, and these guys are now gapping Jano. Now they've dropped him out the slipstream. Jano's at risk of being caught by Swoggy here, because Swoggy's probably lapping a little bit quicker than Jano is. Given his current championship position as well, I think he's one of the high guys in the championship. I haven't seen the tables though. So will he make the people at the Garage Tile Floor Company dance in the streets tonight if he gets on the podium? Wait and see. We should have the answer to that in about 10 minutes time. But driving off the track. You know what? I'd probably drive better here if I were drunk. Swoggy though is starting to come under pressure from Frederick, which may halt his attack towards the podium, because if he has to think about his mirrors more than where his apex in his car, it's going to cost him a little bit of lap time, but he really needs now to work on getting into Jano's slipstream. If he does that, he'll have a chance of capturing a podium, I believe. I regret drinking tonight. No, you don't. Frederick G then has really pulled up to the back of Swoggy, potentially could be looking to make a move down into turn 1. Does Swoggy go defensive? No, he doesn't. Frederick though doesn't go for the lunge down, instead tucks up nice and neatly. Just hooks his apexes up. That's what you'd expect of a Carter, to be fair, that just focused on getting the late racing, I'm going to say lacing line, what racing line, right? So for the time being, not too much happening between these guys. They're still battling away. Just having a look on the track map to see if anyone else. Well, there's a little battle going on behind, so we're just going to check that out for a second. Path 46 catching up to that field. Now, this little battle here is between Wace, James Tywell and Anthony Hunt. So see how this one works out. Just on board with Anthony Hunt's car. He's just having to tuck up behind James Tywell. This isn't an overtaking corner, he knows that. He just gets it tucked up so he can potentially make a move up into the corkscrew. There's not a lot of straight here though, so you really need a good overspeed from the corner before. Wace gets on the brakes just a little bit too early, but manages to defend it quite well. Sensible racing from these guys. They're keeping it nice and clean, which is of course great to see. Let's check in on whether Pav's making an assault. He's trying. Burntfly, if there's any consolation, mate, I'm drinking as well. Although I'm nowhere near as deep as you are. I'm just having a nice cold beverage after my day sat in my car. So you can see Swoggy then is having to think more about his lines, but this group is catching Jano. The gap visually has come down. Jano's last lap was 24.5. Swoggy, despite defending to Frederick, knocked in a 23.9. So he's a man in the ascendancy in the battle for the podium, but Frederick is making a case as well. Any of these three really could be back on that podium spot. He wasn't sat in the car all day. I was for 5 hours. That's a lot of time to be sat on your backside in a car following a caravan through Whitby. Nah, we're gonna do it again tomorrow for a nice weather. But it ain't, so I'm not. This fight for third is probably where we're going to see most of our action. Looking back from Jaino's car then. This is rear bumper cam and you can see this little pack just gaining on him. Of course all he can do is watch Hurricane and Apex Predator up ahead just streak off into the distance. Jaino's lapped on this time 23.6, so a much better lap from Jaino. This time only pulls a 10th on the chasing pack behind, so much improved lap from him right this time. A bit further back, not much has changed here. Waste still leading away to James Tywalt and Anthony Hunt. At least it wasn't a tractor. There were tractors, mate, I'm not gonna lie. I think we just hit every bit of traffic that was possible today. There were tractors, there were motorhomes, there were caravans. What else was there, Jenna? Yeah, but you... Right, this is the thing. Like, when you're not driving, you can just... Oh, there's a bit further. When you're not driving, you can just chill out and just look at the scenery. Shut up. Pushy mush. But yeah, we did hit a bit of traffic today. I'll say we were pretty busy, but everyone was socially distancing quite nicely, which was nice to see. There was the odd idiot. That's about it. My dog got attacked by a seagull, which was hilarious. Yes, there were bugs. I have OCD. Well, that lap, Swogging up to the 23.8. Frederick just a little bit slower. But Frederick goes deep into T1. That's going to give Pam the opportunity to get one up the inside. Frederick just holds his line, turns into the inside here, so he's pretty safe for the time being. Swoggy's going off-roading. Someone else back there is off-road as well. That's Frederick. Just got the entry to turn 2 a little bit wrong there. But in terms of this gap, I'd say I would be honest and say Jaino's pulling time back on Swoggy now. I think he is. Swoggy just needs to knuckle down and focus on the job at hand. Let's just give these guys a little bit of coverage because we're not doing that so far. Apex Predator, fastest lap of the race now, of 22.7. Here he comes, just knocked in his personal best of 22.8. So here comes consistency is remarkable. He's not dipped into the 24s yet. Consistently in the low 23s. That was a 23.0. So for a top split driver, that is what you would expect. Apex Predator, good consistency as well. I mean, we're not, you know, we forget this man has dominated this championship so far. He's certainly giving Heracom something to think about. Jaino's doing a good account of himself so far as we hit just a couple of minutes left to go now. Come on, nerf these two, please. Oh god, Jaino just loved that then. I forgot to mention the destructive sausage curbs. That's going to give Swoggy a bit of a drive on him. In another league, we do success ballast. So if you win a race, you have to add 50 kilos or something to your car for the next one. That could work. But in Group 4s, like, you have to go pretty epic on the weight for it to matter, and then you have to have tyre and fuel wear on, so it doesn't always make sense. Just on board with Swoggy then. He will now be absolutely enthralled that Jaino is right in front of him, but he has got PAV 46 on his chuff. I race with PAV 46 a lot, that dude is pretty relentless. So Pav will just keep pushing him, keep filling his mirrors up, doing all that good stuff. That may allow Jaino just a little bit of freedom. So we've got enough time to get round once more and once more again. So the penultimate lap we are now on. PAV 46 goes for the wide line. That's going to give him the early cutback into turn 2. No, doesn't manage to get that held. For the time being, Swoggy's doing a good job at holding Pav off, but that is stopping him from chasing Jano down. So check in on Frederick. Right, so Frederick stuck with these guys after his little off. What's next track? I will find out for you. It's in my photo album somewhere between loads of pictures of my daughter sitting down in sea. It's in there somewhere. I'll find out for you. Not too much is happening right at the back. I do really want to keep an eye on this battle for third, because at the minute this is where the action is. So we're just going to keep focused on, we're just going to go on board with Pav 46 actually, as he crosses the line to start what is going to be the last lap of the race. Some drivers may not make it round, 30 seconds left. Suzuka East reverse grid. Oh, reverse grid? Don't you mean the one where they can't qualify? You can't overtake there at Suzuka East. It's a terrible job. Anyway, so time is about to elapse, so these guys are all going to get another lap in. These guys might not. So Wace is going to be officially the first man to finish. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean he wins the race. It just means he's done his time. He brings it home in 7th. Anthony Hunt, good result for him. 8th place, a couple of positions up from where he started. James Tyrwell, 9th place for him. JPH 99, 10th. Top 10 finish for P-Gib, finishing in 11th. Burton Fry's having a Jaegerbomb in the pits. Hirakram smashed it once more. Apex Predators kept him on a leash. For the time being, Jano has absolutely evaded Swoggy's attention, and is looking like he's going to be able to manage that third position if he can just go down the 3-story deep corkscrew one more time. Let's just give Hirakram a look as he comes across the line though. So a second win in the row, pole position. Didn't manage fastest lap this time though. That one went to Apex Predator over 22.7, who comes home in second. Jano is going to manage to hold on to third place with Swoggy in 4th. Pav 46 put him under a lot of pressure, but just have to settle for 5th. That is further up than what he qualified to, he'll be happy. And Frederick finished in 6th. Just missed stream. Pav, I'll be whacking it up on YouTube, mate. So once I cut the stream off, I upload it to YouTube. It does take an hour or so because YouTube's terrible, but it'll be on there, and it'll be back. It'll still be on here as well. I might get the drinks for that one. I don't know. Just let's just all get drunk for every single race that remains and just make it entertaining. Swoggy maybe on driver coaching next week. Need a miracle. What happened to you, P-Gib? Because I don't think I actually caught your incident on stream. Yeah, Pav, Twitch is alright, because the second this finishes, I'm pretty... someone in the comments might correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can just rewind it and watch it again. Like, if you want to. That's easily done. Not a problem at all. If you are watching this, by the way, and you're not following my channel, would you please do so? I'm trying to get to 50. It would make me smile a little bit. I've been on my own that 1-0. Yeah, well, that happens, man, to be fair. You know what I mean? It's Laguna Seca. It's very easy to make a mistake. Drunk race series. You know what? It's not a bad shout. I don't think Power Max will get behind that one though. I don't think we'll get a sponsorship for that unless we can get a lot of Heineken involved or Jägermeister or something. We'll see what we can do. Right, well, that concludes the stream. Next week, business as usual. I'm not planning any trips out next week. Had a good race. Yeah, but Pav, you look like you look like you had an entertaining one. For sure. I don't think your qualifying was your normal pace though, by the look of it. I think you started 7th, didn't you? So you finished higher than you qualified, so you can be happy with that. So next week the drivers head to Suzuka. So correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty certain this is the one where the top 4 in the championship at that time will not be able to qualify and will be starting at the back of the grid. That with Hurricane, I don't know where he lands, but he's only raced 2 races, so he'll not be at the top. So he will probably be the one to watch in that one. But we'll see. We'll see. And then yeah, that we're coming to the close of this season. I think. I don't think there's that many races left. I haven't got my stuff in front of me because I can't find that picture. I'll have a very quick look for it because I'm sure it's in my messenger folder on my phone. Messenger. No, that's a picture of finger. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want either. Looks like I'm struggling to find it, boys. Facebook. There we go. It's here. Red Bull Ring for Suzuki East. Yeah, and then yeah, we've only got 2 races left. So we've got Suzuka, and then Goodwood. Yeah. That'll be interesting. Yeah, 2 rounds left. That is it. So I'll be later in future streams with stats and info and what could happen and all that sort of stuff. But yep, that's it. I'm gonna go and put my shower on ice setting and sit under it for 20 minutes because I'm turning into a puddle. Thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Please follow if you're not already. I would appreciate that. And I will catch you in the next stream. We are going to be live with the Tanzo guys on Sunday night for their Cayman Cup. That starts at 9 o'clock, so get yourself on the channel for that. And then of course we're back with the Next Gen boys and their Megane trophy next Thursday night, 8 PM sharp. Tune in. Your daughter's decided to start singing at you. Was it a good song though, Pav? That's all that matters. Because I get, what is it my kid sings to me? Well, she doesn't sing to me anymore. She just sort of shouts Teen Titans quotes at me. That's all I tend to get. But I used to get Baby Shark and Let It Go from Frozen. Yeah, those were the days, eh? Right, time for me to go. I'm going to go and, yeah, like I say, get myself covered in ice. Right, see you later, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take it easy.